Yo, YouTube. What's crack-a-lack-a-jack-a smacking? It's Waffle Man with a video, and welcome to episode 18 of the Thursday Talk series. And wow, it's not even Thursday, but because we missed 2 episodes of the Thursday Talk show due to inclement reasons, I'm just gonna come up with a video today because I feel like talking. So, what we talking about? We're talking about the Eastern Conference and how different it is gonna be this season in the NBA. So, the first big thing is that LeBron James is going back to Cleveland. Second big thing, Carmelo Anthony staying in New York. Phil Jackson's making some moves. He's making a little bit of moves. And the third thing is that Pau Gasol is coming to the Chicago Bulls, hoping that Derrick Rose will be fully, injured this season. I mean, not injured this season, but uninjured and fully healthy. And also, the Miami Heat did get somewhat of their team back, and they added Luol Deng to replace LeBron James. But let's talk about these. First of all, I've heard a lot of people say that the Bulls and the Cavaliers and the Pacers are on top of everybody's list to make the top teams in the Eastern Conference. But if we're staying in the same format, think about this. The Bulls, the Cavaliers, and the Pacers are in the same division. They're in the same division, and aren't the division leaders the one that get the top 4 spots in the East, regardless of their record? So what I'm saying to you is that there's no way that the Cavaliers, the Pacers, and the Bulls can be the top 4 teams, if they're all in the same division. Only one of them can be in the top 4 spot. So whoever team that's going to be is, we don't know about that yet. But let's think about these teams for a second. And this is something I'm pretty critical of, and what I'm criticizing everybody of right now is I feel like everybody's overhyping or overrating the Bulls right now. I mean, let's be real about this for a second. Why are the Bulls one of the top teams to win the East? Tell me why. I mean, yeah, they got Doug McDermott, who's looking pretty good right now. Kirk Hinrich came back. They'd have Taj Gibson, added Pau Gasol. You already know what Joakim Noah's gonna do. And they got some guy from another foreign country, and they still got Jimmy Butler. But if Derrick Rose isn't himself, what use is this roster? And looking at the Bulls roster, they got all these players, but it's not like anyone's over special, other than maybe Joakim Noah and Pau Gasol. Taj Gibson does give a lot of effort. Doug McDermott can be something. But without Derrick Rose, who are they? Literally. And I mean, if you look at any other team's roster, like the Cleveland Cavaliers, I mean, Kyrie Irving. You can say Kyrie Irving's probably better than Derrick Rose right now. He is. LeBron James is better than anyone on the Bulls. I mean, they have Anderson Varejao, who's no bum. He's a great rebounder. They still got the young Dion Waiters. They added Andrew Wiggins. Anthony Bennett. Maybe he becomes something this season. He's still 21 years old. Don't forget about it. He's had a lot of pressure for that first round draft pick, or the first pick of the NBA last season. Maybe that's why he did bad, because that was a whole lot of pressure on him. They added Brendan Hayward. They added the shooters of James Jones and Mike Miller, and they're trying to get Ray Allen. So Cavaliers, even though the Cavaliers didn't make the playoffs last season, they have a great team right now. They have a nucleus in LeBron James, a person who's willing to teach these young guys the ropes. Kyrie Irving is one of my favorite point guards in the league, and they could have a great season right now. I'm actually picking them to win probably the division. And last but not least, the Pacers. I mean, they still got Paul George, who's fallen off the map a little bit last season. Andrew Bynum, I think he's not gonna play next season. Roy Hibbert, I think it's his last season there, so we'll see what he does. George Hill, I think, is a little bit of an above average point guard. Not, he's pretty much average. Louis Scola's there. They added Rodney Stuckey, who I don't even know where's Rodney Stuckey been the last season. Evan Turner's there. They have CJ Washington and David West, but they lost Lance Stevenson to the Charlotte Hornets. Are you kidding me? Lance Stevenson had the most triple doubles in the league last season, man. He was the guy that gave the Knicks trouble. I'm happy this guy's gone from the Pacers. We don't have to worry about him anymore. But this would make the Bobcats a better team. Now, am I scared of the Bobcats? No. I mean, they got Al Jefferson, Kemba Walker, who everyone's talking about all these point guards. No one's ever talking about Kemba Walker. I mean, this guy, has he fallen off the map or something? Because I rarely see people talk about Kemba Walker anymore. You know, if I'm the Knicks right now, I'm like, yo, bring on Kemba Walker. We need someone like him on the team. Maybe we get him. I don't even know when he's going to become a free agent. When is Kemba Walker a free agent? That's interesting. But anyways, Pacers and the Cavaliers and the Bulls are in the same division. So I don't know what anyone's talking about. All these teams are going to be in the top 4 spots in the Eastern Conference. They could have the top 4 records. But if we're doing the division format where the top leaders in the division get the top 4 spots for seeds in the playoffs, then no. The Bulls, the Cavaliers, and the Pacers won't all be in the top teams. And you know what? I think the East has kind of been made a little bit easier since LeBron's going to the Cavaliers. I still don't understand why people ride on the Bulls so much. I understand that, if Carmelo Anthony wanted to win a championship, you know, go to the Bulls. But why go to the Bulls? Not only do you get more money in New York, but New York is his team. New York City is a great place to be in. Madison Square Garden, if you win in New York, like I said before, you become a legend. We haven't won since 1973. We only won 2 championships in New York so far. So if you win in New York, you're a legend. Not only that, but I think New York just has a better atmosphere than Chicago. But not only that, we got Phil Jackson, Derek Fisher as a coach. Carmelo could fit in the great system in the triangle. Come on now. And you know, everyone's talking about, Derrick Rose and Carmelo. That would be a force to be reckoned with. But don't talk about Derrick Rose if he's not even played in like 2 seasons. Last year he played like, 16 games and he got injured again? I mean, he's like, this is ridiculous, man. How much are you willing to bet on Derrick Rose? This guy's cost the Bulls 2 seasons of his contract so far. And we don't even know what he's going to be like. We don't even know if he's ready yet to return to the NBA. And that's what I'm saying. And we look at the Knicks roster. I like what the Knicks are doing. I like Phil Jackson. I mean, you bring back in Carmelo Anthony, but don't forget about Andre Bargnani. Yes, he has a movable contract. We'll probably move his contract. But last season, Andre Bargnani actually did pretty good last season until he got injured. Until he got injured is when it all went down. But he was doing pretty good for the team. We brought in Jose Calderon, you know, as a good point guard, better than Raymond Felton. Samuel Dalembert isn't a bum. He's a little bit of a downgrade from Tyson Chandler, but he's still a good player. Wayne Ellington we got from the Mavericks. Don't forget about my boy Tim Hardaway Jr. He's still young. Iman Shumpert is still only 24 years old. You know, we're going to bring back J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith said he's ready to go, man. Amari Stoudemire did it, still here. And this is a contract season for Amari Stoudemire. And he has a movable contract. So either he'll play good or we'll get his contract out of there and get some players. Pablo Prigioni, I still like him. Kenyon Martin says he wants to come back. We have the young player Shane Larkin. And Clee Anthony Early, who's said to be a steal of the draft. He's 6'8", man. 219 pounds. This guy put on a show back at Wicked Estate, man. Listen. And we got Giannis Antetokounmpo's brother, Thanasis. Actually, Thanasis, I think his name is pronounced. And we still got Shannon Brown. I mean, yo, the Knicks have a team right now. And I hate the way people just compare the Bulls and say, the Bulls have a better roster, better team, and all that stuff. When I don't think that's necessarily true. In all spots, it's just not better in some spots. But give me your thoughts on who you think the best is going to be in the East. For me, right now, I guess I would try to say the Cavaliers, even though I think they're going to have some chemistry problems at first. The Pacers, I feel like they always get to a level where they're good, but they always somehow brick or make mistakes and they come up short. The Knicks are actually a team I think could actually come up there, maybe in the top 5 spot, top 6 spot. You know, I believe in this team. I feel like we're going to have a way better season than last season. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But anyways, YouTube, I'm out. Peace.